All right, our big story this hour, the race to find a solution to the humanitarian crisis at the border. After intense criticism, the president has once again reversed course, now says reuniting families separated while crossing the border is a priority.
I'm directing HHS, DHS, and DOJ to work together to keep illegal immigrant families together during the immigration process and to reunite these previously separated groups.
You may recall the president's executive order allows families to stay together in detention centers while their cases are processed. Well, just a short time ago, we learned the president's administration is asking for a federal court order that would allow U.S. officials to detain immigrant children longer than 20 days. 20 days is the current limit based on a decision known as the Flores settlement. The Justice Department wants that decision put aside when it comes to criminal and asylum proceedings related to border detentions. That means young children could be held in custody for months. We also know now that at least 2,300 children have been separated from their families. The Department of Health and Human Services has now asked the Department of Defense to be prepared to house 20,000 undocumented children on military bases. To talk about what this means, I want to introduce to you Alfred Lozano. He's an immigration defense attorney. Really glad you can make time for us today. This DOJ request to hold kids longer than 20 days, what do you make of that?
It's unfortunate. I think there's better solutions. One of the solutions is to remove the zero policy. The other one is they can actually start implementing or reaffirm what they were previously doing, which was bonding these people out, I mean, according to ICE, 95% of those that are being bonded out are coming back to immigration courts, and they're having their day in court.
So they're not a flight risk. They're not melting into society.
Correct. They're not a flight risk, and more importantly, DHS has a means to track these people while they're not detained. So that's very important to be said.
So when you think about the clients that you're representing and the idea that they're now asking the military to allow children to be detained, it sounds like 20,000 kids, up to 20,000 kids could be detained, held, whatever the verb they want to use, on military bases. The optics of that are troubling. What do you make of it?
I think it goes back to the zero policy. I think the current administration is really making this more complicated because they're choosing to do so. Before April 2018, they were being released. They were being detained. They were being released. They were being NTA'd. They had notices to appear at an immigration court at a future date, and they were coming back. So I think, unfortunately, this is an issue or a situation that was created by Sessions, and it doesn't have to be this way.
Let me play some sound here for you. This is the former acting director of ICE. Listen to what he had to say.
If they don't reunite these kids with their parents right away, what can happen is the kids will be stuck here in the United States for years, guardians will be appointed, and the parent will be down in Honduras or Guatemala with no idea where their child is and no meaningful way to reunite.
That seems stunning to me. Does that seem like a reality that is likely?
Unfortunately, I think part of it is a reality. Unfortunately, you know, it's already happened. They've already deported parents back to their home countries, and the children are still here. So we've already seen it in the last 2-3 months. And I think if this current administration really thinks about what they're doing and changes the policy, and it's a policy that they implemented. It's a policy that started in April with a zero policy or zero tolerance, and that would kicked off this whole crisis.
Well, we've seen already Guatemalan mothers suing the federal government. There's likely to be more cases like this that will follow. Alfredo Lozano, you have your hands full right now. Immigration attorney, thank you so much for your time and your expertise. We appreciate it.
Thank you.